Hello everyone and welcome to DIY Squaredrop camper build part 24. In this video we're going to fill out the trim for the hatch, make it look nice. We're going to install the countertop. We're going to put in some foam sealing tape on the hatch door, fill in that hole that I drilled in the last video down underneath the floor. We'll cut out, sand, varnish, and show off the shelves that I've put together. And we will install the roof racks. So this is a lot in this video, but it's actually pretty short. So here I am going back and forth to my miter saw, measuring slowly, creeping up on that cut. These have 45-degree miters in the corners, so just want to make sure they are good and snug in there around that stainless steel top, which I'll show you installing that later. Yeah, honestly, the trim really filled out this hatch, the galley. It made it look so much nicer, so I'm really excited about that. This stainless steel food grade countertop actually came from my buddy Carlo. He sourced it for me from a company he works with, so big thanks to him on getting that over to me literally within a day. He called them in the morning from his work and they shipped it out, or he picked it up and delivered it to me later that day. So that was pretty incredible. It's got a nice little bend there in the front, and it goes around the plywood countertop, and it's really snug. It's really nice. So really happy about that. So as you can see here, I'm using finishing nails to kind of screw in all the trim. Here we are with the countertop, putting in some holes in there, 4 of them. So I want to be able to remove this in case something happens for whatever reason. So I'm not gluing it in or anything. I'm just putting in 4 screws on the front face here, and those are stainless steel screws, so they match the countertop, and then the trim will go all around it, and so it'll look really nice, and you won't see any gaps that are in the back or in the sides or anything. You'll just see the trim and it'll look nice. So here we are doing the foam sealing tape. This stuff is actually really good. It was recommended to me by Tony Latham. His book is in the description as always. Here's a kind of a close-up. If you can tell, it's in between the D seal and the top part of the hatch. Used a heat gun to heat it up, make it really, really nice and sticky, and stuck that in there. So you'll notice this goes back and forth between before and after I primed my camper. That video will come out soon, but I want to get my doors video out next, and then the priming and painting will follow. So here's that foam sealing tape I mentioned. We'll see if it's waterproof. So this is after I used an epoxy adhesive similar to Thixo on this hole here that I had to drill through the bottom of my camper, and you'll see the underside here near my strip lighting. You might remember that from the last video. So it's all nice and sealed, and there shouldn't be any water coming in and out of it. Here I'm breaking down some plywood, checking my measurements on my phone, and getting all of these cut to size. Really, the shelves, it really came together. You'll see later in the video. It looks so good once the shelves are actually in. Here's me just test fitting, making sure that it's the correct size, and same with inside here. Once I found out, yeah, it's the right size, so here we go. I'm going to do just a round over. On this one, I did it on 3 sides for some reason, but the rest of them, it was just the front, a little round over, so you don't nick yourself when you're trying to get stuff in and out of there. And then sanding all the sides just to make it, make sure it's nice and... Well, this plywood also was sitting in my garage for a long time, so there was little, black scratches and stuff like that on it. So I just sanded all those out just to make them really nice. And then I laid them all out and used some mineral spirits to wipe off all the dust on both sides. And then we get into varnishing. I did 3 coats on the top sides and the top and the sides. And then I did just a single coat on the bottom. These are, they're all inside. I'm not really worried about anything. I may go back and do another coat on the bottom, but I doubt it. So, the only ones that don't quite fit are the ones where there's wires behind. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to work with that. We'll see. But all the rest of them you'll see are installed by the end of the video, and it's really, it just makes it look so much better. Makes it look more done, in fact. So there's all the coats, and here is the shelves put in with all of the trim, looking really nice. There will be a video on me putting all the rest of my stuff in with, you can actually see a paper towel holder there as well, but I just put that in because I was bored. So there are the shelves, and yeah, it looks really good, and we're really excited. There'll be netting over them so that things don't fall out when we're driving around. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And then these roof rack brackets I got from, I want to say it was Classic Mini DIY, something like that. They're really, really great. I'm a big fan of these brackets. They're really, really thick. They're strong, and I'm hoping that it will hold the awning and all the other stuff I'm going to be putting on this thing. The only issue I had is, as you can see, I had that rain gutter on the side, and I actually have to cut through it because, well, I didn't know what roof rack brackets I was going to use until it was too late. So as you can see here, I'm routering out a hole in the side, and cringing while I drill through my camper that is primed and ready for paint. It's heartbreaking when you drill through the side of that. Let me tell you. So here's the crossbars. They're from 80/20, and really happy with how everything looks. So if you want to see the next few videos, we're coming to the end. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.